A brand new hedge fund has recently targeted AMC. Let's get to know what this hedge fund is all about, a few interesting facts about them, and of course, where AMC's stock price could be headed very soon. Make sure to watch to the very end of this video so you don't miss any of my AMC analysis. And if you guys want to pick up a free stock with Public, it's an amazing social investing network that you guys can join today and keep up on our personal portfolio, what we're buying, what we're selling, and our overall thoughts on the market. But other than that, guys, let's get right into this video. Alrighty guys, here we are with AMC Entertainment. We are sitting at $32.70 per share. Today is of course August 6th. We saw an intraday trading session today. Of course, today's Friday, but this video will be going up a day later on Saturday. But of course, the market is not open on the weekends, so it's all good. Nothing ideally has changed as far as the price goes of AMC, but we're going to be talking about an article and news related to it. Anyways, today we did see a nice, beautiful green day just the day prior to Friday. On Thursday, we saw a very nice day for AMC, but unfortunately, we are seeing a little bit of a pullback today, seeing about a negative 80% or about 2.39% decrease in price from the, basically what it started at. And we'll get into the price action in more detail in a little bit later part of this video. But for now, what I really want to talk about here is this very interesting article that I want to talk about. Well, I just said the same thing twice, basically. Sorry about that. And that is basically AMC Stock. Little ads there. 9 things to know about the latest hedge fund waging war on AMC Entertainment. Let's look at the London-based firm taking a short position in AMC stock. So, what does this mean? Well, it means that another hedge fund obviously has taken up a short position on AMC. We know that this actually happened not too long ago, and we are seeing about a 6% increase in the overall short interest of float on AMC. Now, there is a lot of manipulation and a lot of strange kind of stuff happening with numbers that a lot of people are getting kind of very up in arms about right now, and it's one of the big reasons why it's very hard to kind of keep track of exactly what hedge funds are still holding positions, which hedge funds have covered, if any have covered, which a lot of people think they haven't covered at all, and it seems that's the case. Again, there's a lot of speculation on stuff right now, but for now, I think we should focus on what, of course, is happening, which is, of course, a new hedge fund is now taking up a position with AMC, but in a short position, of course. As you can see here, O'Day Asset Management, which was founded and is currently managed by Crispin O'Day, is the latest group to say it is feeling this way about the firm. That said, O'Day told English newspaper The Telegraph that traders from platforms like Robinhood Markets are to blame. So flat out already throwing retail traders, of course, especially those who are involved with Robinhood specifically by name, under the bus. My sense was purely that the life cycle of a heavily bought back short share like AMC is that it is way overvalued on any grounds, he said. And the question is, when is it going to lose height? And the answer, when all of the Robinhood lot had bid it up and killed everybody who had shorted it, it was vulnerable at $48 a share, and now it's about $33. So let's read a little bit more here. O'Day Asset Management, established in 1991, is a firm that manages assets on behalf of institutional investors, private banks, and family offices. According to Market Realist, the fund currently manages about $4.1 billion in funds and operates under the name Brook Asset Management as a result of a 2020 strategy revamp. After its founding, one of O'Day's asset manager initial investors was well-known investor George Soros. Interesting, very interesting indeed. In fact, Soros seeded $150 million into the fund, so he's kind of like an angel investor into O'Day Asset Management. As said before, Crispin O'Day is the founder and current manager of the hedge fund. An article from the New York Times, O'Day began a big name during the 2008 financial crisis. During this time, they shorted bank shares and in turn profited around £28 million during the year. However, Market Realist also revealed that not everything O'Day touches turns to gold. A different piece from the New York Times said that the fund's performance has suffered heavily after it took a negative stance on the outlook for the global economy, embarrassed positions against shares, and have not borne fruit. And that's a more recent thing, if anything. But what's very interesting about this is that this firm has been around for quite some time. They've been around obviously way back even to the 2008 financial crisis. But what's interesting, of course, is George Soros is one of the original funders. I find that extremely interesting that they have that big of a name that's putting money into them as far as the angel investing that kind of got the firm off the ground in the first place. But also too, it seems that they are making a relatively big bet that they're betting on AMC going much lower than $33 or $32 a share, which is basically what AMC is sitting at right now. Now, I really don't get why any hedge funds at this rate are still taking up short positions on these stocks. We know for a fact that crazy things have happened in the last year as far as price action goes with these stocks. And all that has to happen is a little bit of volume and a little bit of retail interest. And those short positions, oh man, they will get destroyed in a matter of minutes, maybe even a matter of hours. But we've seen it. We saw it happen with GameStop. We saw it happen with AMC. We saw it happen with plenty of other stocks. Again, I would not be picking a stock like this that has so much volume and so much popularity amongst retail investors, in order to try and make a decent amount from shorting it. Again, sure, I mean, you could argue for the fact that AMC might be a little bit overvalued. I can understand arguing that point. But taking up a position on it is a whole different ballgame. I mean, I would not trust the overall market conditions right now to make it there from my own personal investing standpoint. But of course, I'm not an asset management fund. That's not my job. But what my job is to do is, of course, look at things and give my opinion and talk about it and say what I think. And what I think that this firm is doing is, in my opinion, a dumb decision, especially if this short squeeze kicks back up and we see another huge influx in buyers, and of course the price continue to rise. Because if that does happen, that short position that they have in this stock is going to get wrecked, and a lot of other hedge funds are going to go along with them. Now, the rest of this article just kind of gives some ads and stuff like that, but that was basically the most of it, just kind of giving you a very kind of brief little history summary and a bit of details about what O'Day Asset Management is, who the hedge fund is, what they do, and just kind of a variety of different factors involved with them. Again, I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing for AMC. I think, if anything, this is a good piece of news, because what this means is that the short interest of float is going to go up now. It's up 6%. I think we're about 15% short of float, but again, there's a lot of things with synthetic shares and kind of issues with those kind of technical problems. So again, keep that in mind, that a lot of these numbers might not be totally accurate. Some of the sites might be displaying, slightly inaccurate information. So of course, be aware of that. But overall, again, the more short interest there is, the more likely a short squeeze can occur, right? We know this. We've seen this with every other stock that has had a major run up due to kind of squeeze volatility or squeeze volume, basically, that we've seen intraday. And it's entirely possible. So again, I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing that another fund is taking up a short position. If anything, this is fuel to the fire that apes are probably pretty excited about. So let's get into the last part of the video here, where we're going to do a little bit of technical analysis here. Here we are on TradingView with AMC. This was the intraday trading session we saw today on Friday. A little bit of a pullback here in the market in the first about hour or two of market open. And then we kind of just stagnated and kind of consolidated for the rest of the day, moving a little bit higher than the lows we hit to about $31.64 around here. We did move a little bit higher and end the day higher at about $32.55. However, nothing major as far as price action goes. Let's zoom out a little bit here and we'll go to the 1 month chart. We have been on a little bit of a downtrend just recently. The last intraday trading session, like I talked about, we saw that beautiful green uptrend just for a day, and of course a little bit of a pullback likely from profit takers who maybe their averages or their cost basis got a little bit better. Again, guys, I mean, it's good that everybody is holding it, but again, not everybody's going to do that, and it's important to be aware that there's a lot of investors out there who are not in AMC for the long haul. They're not worried about making whatever crazy amount of money that they can think of. They're worried about either just getting out in a profit or even getting out at break even, or maybe even a small loss instead of a large loss, right? And that's what we need to focus on here. Again, whether or not AMC is going to go further upwards in the upward direction as far as uptrends go, it's hard to say. We're in a bit of a consolidation period right now. There hasn't been a lot of breaking of resistance levels recently. We're seeing a big support down here at about 30 to 28, kind of in that area. And whether or not that support line breaks, it's going to be very hard to see if AMC will go further. Of course, we're going to be watching this very close, guys. We make videos like this every single day, so make sure you guys subscribe. But we're going to be keeping a very close eye on AMC, tracking it. I think it's going to be a consolidation period for a little bit, guys, but other than that, that's pretty much it for AMC. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. If you guys want to pick up a free stock with Public, check out our link down in the description below. When you guys sign up and use our link and deposit only $1, you guys will get a free stock of some very good companies, and you get to follow us on there or follow other big investors that you might be interested in following. Get to see their portfolios, what they're buying, what they're selling, and of course what they're talking about now. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle of Finance Bro. Take it easy.